When the grass is wet, the turf's wet, it doesn't travel as far. It grabs this ball and stops it from moving, versus when it's dry, it allows it to travel farther, so not as much effort is required by the golfers.
Speaking of weather, Allison, I mean, we have some gorgeous temperatures out here today, don't we?
It is beautiful out. I am ready for this fall preview. This is my favorite time of year. When it gets to these temperatures, I'm ready for it.
Oh, that's what I like to call football weather we're feeling.
Yes, and I think that's why, because then it means other things are coming, like warm apple cider. Oh, that's my favorite.
Pumpkin spice season.
It certainly is. We'll go ahead and take a live look there in Prophetstown, Illinois. Beautiful blue skies, just a few of those fair weather cumulus clouds. So as you see, it's just beautiful outside. A good chance to get out there and enjoy this weather, whether you're taking your pet for a walk, get a chance to go fishing there on the Rock River. Either way, it is just gorgeous. Currently, you see just a few clouds in the area, but not too many that's going to ruin our day at all. Currently 80 degrees in the Quad Cities, 79 Muscatine, 76 in Sterling, so just gorgeous temperatures for us right now. Right now, Bridgepoint camera in Moline, you'll see that 80 degrees with a feels like of 81. So just a little bit of that humidity left over, but nothing like we've had for the last few days. Going ahead and looking at our future track, you'll see our high today of 81 with mostly sunny skies and light east winds. Tonight though, 59 degrees. Man, that's gonna get pretty cold considering we're in August, so a great chance to open up those windows, give your AC a break and let Mother Nature's AC come in. Light winds there at east at 5 miles an hour. Thursday, same thing. Do you notice a pattern happening here? 81 degrees, mostly sunny skies and light east winds. So it's gonna be pretty nice for the next few days, no matter how you look at it. Going ahead and looking at the reason why we have these nice temperatures. We have a high pressure located just to our west there in Iowa. That is why these beautiful skies are hanging around. Remember, with highs, we have nice weather. Lows is when we're seeing those storms. So that high is responsible for a lot of this nice weather. Dew points, the reason why I want to talk about dew points is because over the last week, we've seen that oppressive, sticky humidity in the area. So that's when we were in the 65, 70 range. Look at where we're at right now. 67 in Geneseo, 62 here in the Quad Cities. So overall, it's pretty comfortable, right? Not too bad compared to what we had over the last week. So I also want to take a look at what our muggy meter is going to look like over the next few days. Looking at that tracker, we have Wednesday, Thursday, look at Friday into that comfortable position, and Saturday and Sunday. So for your weekend, it's going to be pretty comfortable outside. Another reason for that is because of Tropical Storm Debbie. She's the one that's responsible for this weather to stick around for us. That high pressure is going to get stopped by her track and hang around for a while, keeping all of that heat and humidity located to our south there. So overall, it's going to stick around for a while. Coming up though, I'm going to let you know with the help of our 8 and 14-day tracker, how long these cool temperatures are going to stick around and our next rain chances.
A thriving community deserves a safe, solid, and secure financial partner. Blackhawk Bank and Trust has built a legacy here in the greater Quad Cities as your local community bank for over 60 years. From our beginnings in Milan to 18 locations today, we've grown because we build true relationships with our customers on both sides of the river. No matter how you choose to connect with us, come experience the way banking should be.
Absolutely gorgeous weather for the next 8 days. Take a look at that weekend. Saturday and Sunday, we're in the upper 70s. Perfect chance to get outside and enjoy this weather. And then even looking at our 14-day, that trend is going to warm up a little bit. So we will see a little bit of that warmth return, but overall decent conditions. Next chance of rain isn't till beginning of next week. So I am ready for it. I don't know about you, Peter.
I'm gonna need to do a lot of stuff outside this weekend. I mean, don't we have a toucher truck too this weekend?
We do have a toucher truck for us on Saturday. So if you want to see the WQAD team, come join us on Saturday at Western Illinois University's campus down there by the river in downtown Moline. It's going to be a good time.
It's gonna be a good time for anything this weekend with these temperatures. Well, thanks, Allison. We have some more news coming up after the break.
You're watching GMQC at 11 on WQAD.
Turning now to some weather and the science behind derechos. These rare storms seem to be popping up more and more, and we've even had 2 so far this year. Our weather intern, Allison Mills, breaks down what they are and why they could be changing.
Powerful and destructive winds of derechos have caused billions of dollars in damage across Iowa and Illinois in the last few years.
Just think of it as a sort of a large auditorium of thunderstorms. There's just a bunch of thunderstorms commingling, and when they do that, they tend to organize on a scale larger than their individual parts.
The term derecho isn't new.
So why are we hearing more about derechos?
If you go back to the August 2020 event in Iowa and northern Illinois, I think that particular event really awakened not only people in the Midwest, but also the insurance industry and certainly farmers. That was about a $13 billion event. You know, compared to a tornado, they're typically not as intense, but because they're so large and that is length in the width, they affect a lot more people. Derechos are very difficult to forecast. I would argue that we're better at forecasting days that are going to be prolific tornado producers than derechos.
Part of that challenge is the criteria these storms must meet to be called a derecho. In order for a storm to be classified as a derecho, it must travel at least 400 miles, at least 60 miles wide, wind gusts exceed 58 miles per hour along majority of the line, and several reports of wind gusts are greater than 75 miles an hour. As you see, a lot of ingredients must come together for a storm to be classified as a derecho. Dr. Ashley says we still have a lot of work to do to understand these storms.
Would a warming planet play into why we're seeing more of these events?
One thing we're certain of, climate change doesn't create these events. What it can possibly do is enhance them. What we're most interested here at NIU is studying how these events are going to change in the future.
Why is our region more vulnerable to derechos?
You get a lot of flow in the upper parts of the atmosphere that comes from Canada and stretches into the southern Great Lakes. And that puts us sort of in a highway of very fast winds.
Over the last 26 years, Iowa and Illinois on average see a derecho every 1 to 2 years, mostly during our hot and summer months when we have the most storm energy. That storm energy typically occurs with heat waves. We had our first December derecho in 2021. Other years of note would be 2014 and 2024, where 2 derechos took place in 1 year.
I think the important thing is, even though you hear maybe, they're non-tornadic or straight line winds, they still kill. These events still fell, trees. There's numerous deaths that occur in these events.
The Midwest is primed for derecho development. Collecting data and storm reports is vital to continue to learn more about these storms. Allison Mills, WQAD News 8.